This week in Rivian news, Rivian introduces a new leasing offer. CEO RJ Scaringe shares his insights on the future of EVs and AI, and Rivian teases a mysterious announcement you won't want to miss. Plus, I've got an exciting giveaway including Rivian Cargo Crossbars and more. Now let's dive in. First up this week, Rivian has opened a new Rivian Adventure Network site in the capital of Illinois, now accessible to all EVs. Located in southern Springfield and built in partnership with the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, this site features 8 DC fast chargers, including 1 trailer-friendly charger. Rivian owners can charge here for 44 cents per kilowatt hour, while other EVs can charge for 58 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, if you were hoping to use enhanced highway assist to this new RAN location, which Rivian describes as offering improved on-ramp to off-ramp capabilities, longer usage periods, and smarter detection features, you'll have to wait a bit longer. Chris Hilber on X noticed a wording change in Rivian's release timeline, originally set for January 2025. The expected launch has now been adjusted to early 2025. This change in vague phrasing gives Rivian extra flexibility. On the bright side, I'm glad they've held off on charging for Driver Plus assistance features, considering there hasn't been any improvements made. Since the release of Gen 2, I feel Rivian has under-delivered in this area, and honestly, I don't see a reason to upgrade from my Gen 1 vehicle. But if you are thinking of upgrading or buying your first Rivian, now might be one of the best times to lease. Rivian just rolled out a new leasing deal, and it's a pretty solid offer if you don't mind putting down $6,000. If you've been eyeing an R1T or R1S with a dual motor standard pack, yes, that's the LFP battery, you can lease one for as low as $599 per month with the $6,000 down on a 24 or a 36-month term, 10,000 miles per year. Even better, you can still qualify for the $7,500 federal EV tax credit while it lasts. This offer applies to both our one shop and custom builds, but you'll need to order between February 12th and March 15th and take delivery by March 31st to qualify. Or if you're considering a purchase instead, I covered some other great offers in my last video, which I'll link here for you to check out. And don't forget, if you order a Rivian, be sure to use a referral code. Mine is linked here and in the description below. You'll get the $500 towards the Rivian Gear Shop and 6 months of free Rivian Adventure Network charging. If you're in Canada and considering a Rivian, now might be the time to act because prices are about to jump up by about 10,000 Canadian dollars in just a few weeks. Canadian customers recently received an email warning that this price increase will take effect by February 25. Rivian attributes this hike solely to exchange and rate fluctuations between the US and Canadian dollars rather than the market conditions on tariffs. If you've been eyeing an R1T or R1S, this could be your best chance to lock in current pricing before the increase. While it's unfortunate to see these hikes, currency fluctuations are a reality and no company is immune to economic shifts. Now, before we dive into more exciting news, I want to take a moment to highlight a great cause. My friend Megan is raising money to run the Boston Marathon in support of the Boston Public Library, and the Rivian community has already raised $457 to help her reach her goal. Let's keep the momentum going. To show my support, I'm hosting a giveaway with up to 5 incredible prizes: the Rivian Black Cargo Crossbars, an A to Z Typhoon Pro Next to CCS1 adapter courtesy of EV Supply Co., Rivian's 20-ounce water bottle, a black Rivian trucker hat, and a Keep Boston Adventurous Forever t-shirt. For every $1 that you donate to Megan, you'll get 1 entry into the giveaway, so a $20 donation equals 20 entries for a chance to win. To donate, send your contribution to my Venmo and include giveaway in the comment. I'll be keeping the giveaway open until the end of February, so there's still time to get involved. Let's keep supporting this amazing cause and get you some awesome Rivian gear in the process. Back to the news, RJ Scaringe recently sat down with Rich Roll to discuss his journey from MIT to the EV world, the art of overcoming impossible odds, and his mission to tackle humanity's biggest environmental challenges. While some of RJ's insights may feel familiar, there's also new and interesting takeaways that make this conversation worth a watch, which I'll link it down below. My biggest takeaway was that RJ RJ firmly believes that the R2 is the best vehicle Rivian has ever made, and for good reason. He acknowledges the lessons learned from the design and production of the R1 lineup, and it's clear he sees the R2 as an absolute game changer for Rivian. You can genuinely feel his excitement and confidence in this upcoming model, and that's a good thing because the entire company's future is kind of riding on it. Looking ahead, RJ will be taking the stage at South by Southwest, where Rivian is the official headlining sponsor for the next 2 years. The company will be bringing its vehicles to the main stage in Austin, Texas, and RJ is scheduled to deliver a keynote address on March 11th, 2025 from 4 to 5 p.m. He'll be diving into the future of EVs, artificial intelligence, and how we can rethink mobility in a rapidly changing world. Now, if you're planning to attend South by Southwest and have a passion for EVs, especially Rivian, this is definitely a must-see event. Next, Rivian's Q4 earnings call is coming up on February 20th, and expectations are high. Many believe that Rivian will report a gross profit for the quarter, but there's a catch, and it's one that we all saw coming. The profit might not come from actually making money on each vehicle sold. It could be the result of stockpiling regulatory credits throughout the year and cashing them in now to boost the numbers. If that's the case, it doesn't mean Rivian has suddenly solved its cost challenges. They're still spending more to build each vehicle than they're selling them for. To be fair, they've made progress in cutting costs, but they're not quite there yet. Tesla and other automakers have used similar strategies early on, leveraging regulatory credits and other financial maneuvers to buy time while scaling production. The bigger question is, can Rivian sustain this momentum without relying on a one-time financial boost? The upcoming R2 platform will help, but it's still a ways off from hitting the road. In the meantime, Rivian needs to keep improving production efficiency, negotiate better supplier deals, which they seemingly have with the joint venture of Volkswagen, and explore revenue streams like software to strengthen its financial position. Luckily, Rivian is already on top of all of these. The big takeaway is if they do report a gross profit next week, don't just take it at face value. The real test is whether they can do it again without any financial bending. Now, to build even more excitement ahead of next week's earnings call, Rivian dropped a cryptic teaser on social media hinting at something big happening on February 19th. The post read, "A mirage takes place on February 19th and includes 4 intriguing images. You have some sand dunes, tire tracks, a view through the gear tunnel, and the underside of a vehicle in black and gray." So what could all this mean? This seems like the most obvious possibility. Reports suggest an updated quad motor setup is coming in 2025, and this could be the first official teaser. I also think this means that we could be getting the NACS charging port on this new update, which many automakers like Lucid and Hyundai are already switching to the native NACS ports. I think the most obvious thing that we're expecting at this point with the black and white teaser image is the new sand colored paint and rims. Now, while we had a leaked purple color making the rounds, all signs here point to something more neutral, possibly the sand or dune inspired shade. Plus, if you look closely at one of the images, you can spot a rim design that doesn't match anything in Rivian's current lineup. Could we be getting color matched wheels to go with this new paint? Lastly, the one that I'm most confused about is the gear tunnel mystery. One of the images looking through the gear tunnel, which makes me wonder, did Rivian make any design improvements for the next model year? Now, some people are speculating that this could be an R2T or an R1TX announcement, but that feels kind of far-fetched to me, as Rivian has been clear that R2 is their primary focus right now. But what do you think is coming? Are you excited for a sand-colored Rivian? Are you holding out for a quad motor update? Because 0 to 60 in under 2.5 seconds sounds absolutely insane, and let's be honest, I think we all really want it. But that's a wrap for this week's Rivian news. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment for more of the latest Rivian news, reviews, and updates. And remember, adventure is always out there.